Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome to the Samurai Go podcast. We are sponsored by the Georgia Educators for Equity and Justice. They're an organization dedicated to elevating the teaching profession with a special focus on creative supporting and empowering environments for Black educators. Listen, all their information is in the description. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notification bells on so you can get all the content from our channel. Thank you guys so much for being with us. We're growing, and that's exciting. Speaking of growing, my little baby growing. My little baby girl is on her way, and it's exciting. We're about 6 months, so I don't got no gray hair yet. It's about to be crazy when I get this gray hair because they say girls drive you crazy, but they say that as a girl dad, she'll have me wrapped around her finger. So we gonna see. Listen, man, today I want to talk about something so special, so important. I want to give you some numbers that we got. According to a survey done by the Finance Buzz, about 41% of U.S. workers feel that they are underpaid. I feel like that's me. They feel like they are underpaid. And check this out. I don't know who would admit this, but it says that 7%, only 7% feel overpaid. Only 7% feel overpaid. And that's a problem we have in this country, y'all. The problem we have that most of the people working don't enjoy work. And I don't know if it's because they are not working in professions that they like. You know, there's a large number of people that go to school, get that degree, get that loan, get that student debt. And then they work in fields that don't match up because there's no job for them. I think above that, I want to put it back on those at the top who are the leaders in these professions, the managers, the owners, the CEOs. And I want to tell them today, I want to give them some advice today coming from the bottom. I want to tell them and talk to them today about, what's going on. I think people would enjoy work more if they felt appreciated. I think people know and people go through so much in their life that when they get to work, they want to work for somebody. They want to make sure that they have somewhat of a positive experience. See, even in the Bible, it says in 1 Timothy 5:18, it says, "For the scripture says, you shall not muzzle an ox while it treads out the grain, and the laborer is worthy of his wages." I think that's so important because so many times in this country, we devalue the people that work, and then we expect them to work more. And I don't know, I could quote the great philosopher, this kid I had in my class who said, "Where they do that at?" Where do they do that at? Where can you have workers not appreciate them and expect them to go hard? If you're an employer today, you're an entrepreneur with a few employees, or you're in a position of power at work or influence, valuing your employers, right, or your employees can get you a long way because they'll do things that they'll go above and beyond when they feel appreciated. And my big problem is a lot of times when we say appreciation and value, it don't mean what you might think it's meaning, right? I'm a teacher, and all the time in my history, I've been teaching 11 years. Every time they want to give us some kind of appreciation, some kind of value, they throw that pizza party. They give you that free lunch. They do breakfast spread. That doesn't make teachers feel appreciated. Or they'll do the parking spot for a week. If we want to be real, those don't make teachers feel appreciated. The number one way to make teachers feel appreciated, and any employee to make them feel appreciated, is value them and honor them in their work. Honoring doesn't mean giving them certificates. Honoring them doesn't mean giving them pizza parties. Honoring them doesn't mean giving them passes to do that. No, honoring means appreciating their work, paying them a salary that is for it. I'll ask y'all this question. This is to the employees this time. Would you rather get paid a little to do a little? Or would you rather get paid a lot to do a lot? Would you rather get paid a little to do a little, right? You go to work, you don't have that many expectations, you don't have that many people checking on you, your task list is small, it's short. Or would you rather have a long list of things, to be in a high position, to have a lot of things to do, and just know that you're getting paid on the back end? I'm a teacher. I've been doing 11 years. I keep saying it. I don't want a lot of tasks at school. I don't want a lot of tasks at work. I don't want a lot of expectations on me. No. I'm done with that. I want to teach. I want to value my students. I want to connect with their families and partner with them. And then I want to go home. I do. I want to go home. I used to want to be the person, yeah, man, I wanted all this decision-making power. And I went to school. I got my master's for it. But I don't want to do that no more. Because to whom much is given, much is required. I think in this country, we struggle because we like to give people tasks and use their talent without compensating them. There are some companies that you guys get extra bonuses. You guys, end of the year, you guys make a surplus of money, and you don't break it down with your employees. And my question to you is, how do you expect your employees to go hard for you, to buy in? That's the word, buy in. Are you bought in? Are you all in? If underneath you are a greedy system. Little Richard says, greed has taken the whole universe and nobody is worried about their soul. There's so many soulless people. So many soulless people in work. So many soulless people in workplaces. In the church culture, we have some problems as well. And in the church culture, people will hide behind God while they mistreat people. I'm going to say that one more time because it might get me in trouble, it might not. People are mistreating God, mistreating people, and they're hiding behind God to do it. In the Haitian music industry, and y'all might know who I'm talking about, but this is a Samurai Go podcast. We say whatever we want. There's a certain singer who he was so big in our culture. This man sang everywhere, right? He sang everywhere. Everybody concert, they brought him in. Everybody's conference, they brought him in. Your church service, you brought him in. Other singers collaborated, made videos with him, and really used this guy. They used him. They used him. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Yeah. People used him, and all over this man was singing everywhere. Everywhere he was singing, going off, and that man was talented. When he sang, you felt it. I've only seen him sing live in person one time, but he was dope. But he was really good, right? And he traveled so far. He was in Canada, France, went to Haiti, went everywhere, and he was singing. And people used him. And he used them too. But he was just so talented, his family didn't see him as much. His kids didn't see him as much. His home church didn't see him as much. But he was going all over the place and he was singing. Nonetheless, this guy was a talented singer in the Haitian American community. He was using his talents. Everybody was using him. Concerts, conferences, albums, live videos. People were using him all over the place. And then when something happened to him, he committed a crime and he's doing time in jail, right? agree with the crime he did, especially as a teacher and someone who works with youth. I don't agree with the crime he did, but I do think it's messed up how a lot of people who were kikiing with him or joking with him, used him at their church, used him at their concert, did stuff with him. Now that he is locked up and he's doing a long bid, now that he's out there, we threw that man away. We threw that man away. And he's got a wife, he's got kids, and all you people that made money off him, when was the last time you did something for his kids or his wife? Or is it, I used him, got my talent, and I'm out? Think about that. That's unpopular, and I'm going to get messages, and I might even get a couple of texts. But that's true. We cannot use people and throw them away. I think the biggest struggle for our people is that we view people and their talent separately. And that's not how we're designed to look at things. I'm always sweating. I'm in here. Always. But I think that's something we got to fix. We got to fix that. Now, if I'm wrong about that, I'll shut up and, but I don't think I'm wrong. You know what I think happened? I think a lot of people use their talents for their benefit. And when it no longer benefits them, they cut off the relationship. And I don't think that's the case. If 41% of the people in the U.S. say that they are underpaid, I think that goes across the whole board. And I want to challenge us as a people to do better, because here we give you the inside information from the inside. I want to challenge you to be better. If you're in a position to support people because their talent has been blessing you, their talent helps your business, their talent helps your enterprise, it helps your team, whatever your brand, whatever their talent helps you with, I suggest, and I beg you almost, to honor them with fair compensation. That's good? Cool. The last thing I want to talk about, the second thing, I want to move over and shift. And I want to say this for a lot of people, and I might do a whole nother episode where we really dig into this. But I am about to be a father. I'm a teacher. I'm a husband, obviously. I own a business. I'm an author. And the other day I got a DM on IG. I got a DM on IG and it said, man, I'm so proud of who you became. Like, I knew you how you were before. Because the old Sammy was XYZ, and they just kept going blah, blah, blah. And honestly, you could have held the first part, man. You could have held the first part. Because now that you see me in the position that I'm in, you have to let me grow. And I'm saying this to everybody who's watching this. And if you agree with this, stamp this, send this to somebody. You need to let me grow. Let me grow and let me be the person that I am today. Who I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, leave me alone. That's not who I am no more. So if I'm not that person and you see I'm not that person, don't even bring that stuff up. No, don't bring that up. I don't want to hear what I did to you in middle school, how I was in high school, how I was in college, what I did to you 15. I don't need to hear that. I really don't. Because when you say something 3 times, it really sticks. I really, really, really am in a new space in my life. I'm a father now. I have a wife. You know what I mean? I drive a mom car. Like, don't bring me back to my past. Sammy was this, Sammy was that. No. And I think we struggle with that as a culture because we like to remind people of who they are because we're a culture that loves negativity. Do I have some bad things in my past? Duh. It's all over the internet. It's all over the internet. Y'all shared mugshots of me, right? Y'all had group chats going crazy. He did this, he did that. But when I got my degrees, did you share that in the group chat? Did you? Did you share, you know, when I got on awards and stuff, when I was on TV shows, did you share that? And it goes to a bigger problem we have as a culture is we focus too much on the negativity. And I might name this do better. Pay people and do better. I think we struggle at that. And we won't get anywhere as a people. And I'll tell you right now, you're not going to get nowhere with me if you keep talking about my past. I don't live there no more. I don't do certain things no more. The person I am today, what you see is what you get, right? What you see is what you get. They say every saint has a past. It's true. And every sinner has a future. I'm in my future right now. So when you see me, address me as such. Point blank, period. This is Sam Rigo Podcast, man. I need you to subscribe. I'm racing to get 6K. I need you to subscribe, and I need you to turn your notification bell on so you can get everything that we have here for you. Remember, we're sponsored by the Georgia Educators for Equity and Justice. Their organization who is dedicated to elevating the teaching profession. They right here in Atlanta or wherever you're at. They're in the Southeast. So I think they have resources for everybody. So I want you to really press in. They've been loyal to us. We appreciate them. Listen, subscribe, your notification bell on. This is Sam Rigo Podcast. Peace.